Hi, welcome back to Active with Amy. So I just wanted to do a video specifically on fitting in. So when I was in school and growing up, you always had that feeling of not fitting in. But then later on in life, I also had that feeling where I just felt like, I don't know, I got to the point where I just thought to myself, why am I trying to impress these people that I have around me, the people that I actually have around me? Why am I trying to please them? Why am I trying to fit in? It's so exhausting to try and fit in. I remember feeling like as a teenager, when I could wear makeup, when my skin got better as I got older, around about 15, it started to get a lot better from that time. And I would not leave the house without any makeup on. Are you crazy? I would never dream of doing something like that. Even to go to the corner shop. Foundation, mascara was a must. It was, you couldn't really get me out of the house with anything less on my face. And it was a part of fitting in. It was a part of feeling like I wasn't good enough to walk to the shop with no makeup on. I remember going to do my driver's license when I was 16 to get my provisional, and I can honestly say it was the first time that I'd been out in nearly a year without any makeup on. And I think it also came from a place of, because I did have such bad skin when I was younger in school, when I was now out of school and able to wear makeup, I was obsessed. I was absolutely obsessed with makeup. I can't explain it. Like, if YouTube was around back then, honestly, I would have been all over the makeup industry. It would have been crazy, because I honestly, as I say, couldn't go to the corner shop without any makeup on. Or it was things like, back in the day, it was things like this: not skinny enough, your eyebrows aren't thin enough. And it was a lot of being skinny and everything being slim and everything being like, again, what you would call perfect. But what is perfect? What is fitting in? Today is such a better era than what I grew up in. I would call my era a generation era. You know, where generationally people did things one way, I would feel that our era broke that generation. You know what, yeah? I've been sat here the whole time, and I have still got toothpaste on my tap from this morning. Yeah, but we broke the generation. I was born in 87. And when I was a teenager, we were in the 2000s. We'd hit the millennium. And to be in that era of getting a mobile phone, of, just all these different USB, HDMI, that was all relevant, really big, good stuff in watching generation break a generation. Like, I feel like we were the generation that went in with the mobile phones and the BBM Messenger and the MSN and the MySpace and all of that, Facebook when it first came out. I just really feel like we broke, this is really annoying me, I'm so sorry. I feel like we broke rules and boundaries when I was growing up, and now we're in this new generation, the new gen. And to fit in, it's not to fit in. There is nothing that you can put online that there will not be a market for. When growing up, please don't try and fit in. Just try different things. Don't try and fit in. Just try different things. That's the motto. That's what I'm actually going to call this little video. Don't try and fit in. Just try new things. Because you know what, that is very, very important. It's very important. When you grow from being a teenage girl to being a young woman, to being a middle-aged woman, your boundaries, they don't drop. But honestly, what I look like now and what I look like when it was 10 years ago, the comparison is uncanny. I don't feel like I resemble internally, and it makes me feel like I look different externally, but that's not the point. I feel like my face shape was different. I was so skinny. I went through a really hard time with putting on weight, and when you know, Nicki Minaj was born, even now, that set the trend for ass and thighs all day long. I am not kidding you. And you know when it hit, this is the honest truth, I had an ass and I didn't have any titties. And I had my boobs done, and the year after, I kid you not, the year after me having my boobs done, it's like my arse just took a miss. It's like it just vanished, clap, and it literally looked like that. Flat, like a wallet from the back. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like my back would go into my tops of my legs, and that was it. It honestly used to make me feel so uncomfortable, because all of a sudden you weren't meant to be skinny. You was meant to have all these curves, and do you know what I mean, like have all of this. And the only thing I think that is the only thing that I would love to take back with me is knowing that you are strong enough and confident enough to be yourself. Fitting in. My grandma always used to say to me, quote, "Just be yourself, Amy. It's exhausting trying to be somebody else. Just be yourself, love." And that would stick with me a lot. Like, I did a lot of dance when I was younger, as I've said in a previous video, and that was kind of like my family outside of school. But when you're trying to fit in, girls, it's not a good place to be, honestly. Don't fit in. Do you, do your trend, try what it is that you want to try as a person, so that you can grow and find out where your comfortability is as a person at that stage in your life. Because I can kid you not, 5 years ago, I was not wearing or behaving or attitude similar to what I am now. We evolve and change as people all the time. It's what we do, we're human beings. But do just take care of yourselves. Remember, you are important, you are special, you are everything, you are 10, you are the full 100. Like, you are the most important person, and if you are not the most important person in your life, that's where it all needs to start. Remember, you are not keeping up. Nobody is in a race. We're all at our own pace, and that's how it should be. Walk through life, don't run. You'll trip up real hard if you don't walk through life and take attention to what it is that's going on around you. If I could give myself advice as a teenager, I think this is what I'm actually doing, or as like a woman that's growing up. If you want to do something, please just do it. If you're not good at doing hair and makeup, and you're not the social influence, and you're not the, you know, the life of the party or whatever it is, and you're good at something else that's on a different spectrum, like science or technology, or something to do with NASA, space, or something to do with engineering, whatever it is that you are super talented and good at, honestly, shine, go for it, do it. Be that person that says, you know what, I don't care what anybody else thinks, this is what I like, this is what I love, and that is what I'm going to do. Because you don't have to fit in. You don't have to fit in. Wherever you feel like you naturally want to be, trust me when I tell you now, that is exactly where you will fit in. You don't have to fit in to be in. You just have to be into something to fit in nowadays. There is no more of this, oh my God, you know, everybody loves the chatter and the drama and the, you know, gossip and all of that this day and age. That's what social media is. It's a complete trail of gossip and talk and information and chatter. And you know what, in some areas it's really good, in other areas it can be really bad. Some people have suffered with certain illnesses for years before social media came along and thought that they were the only person, and this is why I created that channel, so that you all know, honestly, you're not on your own. We are normal people. I sit here right now doing this video and you can look back at some of my photos and some of the filters that I've used and you look like a total transformer. It is amazing what the internet can do. So do not be fooled when you are looking at these women that have got these absolute perfect bodies and these curves, and we're not all the Kardashians. We don't all have that unlimited access to money. And we say the Kardashians because they're the people that are most relatable. They're the ones that are on the TV. They're the ones that are informing us. And even from that, even now knowing this day and age you can go and have a BBL, when Kim Kardashian had the x-ray on her bum, the reason why we never saw an implant is because she had it all lipoed out and put it in her bum. But we didn't know about that process then, did we? Did anybody think that Kim had had a BBL? I don't think anyone reported that she'd had a BBL. I'm not too sure. I'd have to actually double check that piece of information. But my point is there's always that trick. And you know what? For as long as there's that trick, people will use it and try and pass it off as natural and not mention anything unless something is said to them about it and they have to defend it. And that point, that is when they come with the information. But before that, you're not getting anything, absolutely nothing whatsoever. They will take it to the grave with them that they had it done, some people, if they don't want you to know. Other people are very comfortable speaking about it because it influences people to do it or to not do it. So I would say that social media is a good place to be, but don't be social media. You be the media, socially. And enjoy your life and grow and take care of yourselves. Love you guys.